bloody electricians. So the way the bypass is. Hoping to God it comes out in one piece, because these have a habit of snapping inside the block, and then you need to replace the whole block, which isn't the end of the world, but definitely don't have one of them. I'd rather not have to do it. So that was it. Flow turbine, Hall effects turbine. Can't remember what type of turbine it is. Machine sorted on the spoiler. Data protection right there. A little run through of what's going on this job, because I was there the day before, or 2 days before. I've swapped the boiler, a combi swap, added an extra zone for underfloor heating at a later date, and rerouted the gas pipe. But the gas meter was being moved, for which we was waiting for the gas board to obviously come and do their bit. So the boiler's already been swapped, which I didn't get any footage of. I today have got a hot chemical flush to do, already done a cold chemical flush, and connect up the gas pipe to the new meter position. So that, why it starts off like halfway through a job, that is why. Anyway, enjoy it. So this is the new meter box. There's our spigot for the back. Spigot. Got a drill through there, and our gas pipe is currently on the other side of that. I'll try a 57mm bit. Well, 57 were too big, so we'll try a rusty old 51. Better size. Bit of sleeve through then. Cut it off there. So now we've got our sleeve in, this one's screwing up. Just took a length off the pipe that's inside. The gas press. Oh boy. Press this up out of position, I think, because I won't be able to get on that with the press gun. And get that other end done inside, hopefully. Then this wants a bit of FGC sealant inside that to sleeve it. We'll get a drop test on after that. That's our tightness test complete. Screwed that back, like I say, some FGC needs to go in there. Oh, looks like I've lost the nipple. Oh no, still in end of my nut driver. So I've just been swapping the spoiler over and adding another zone in for underfloor heating downstairs, which is what the 2 zone valves are. That is our bypass, and the reason why I put it on the angle is to give it as much as long as run as possible, and so it'll circulate back through the filter. Forget the wiring, the spark sorting all that out when he does the underfloor heating. I'm just here to change the boiler. But when we cut the pipe out of the flow, look at that. She's well blocked. Get a magnet. Full of steel. Steel filings out the radiators, that's all that is. But we need to flush that out. I've already done a cold flush on this. Cold mains flush, should I say. I am going to add the radiant central heating cleaner into the system via the filter and give it a hot flush next. And obviously be adding the protector when it's passed on the drain off after the hot flush. I'll put this so it catches any debris. Just see how much comes out. That is shocking. T5 added. Let's get this bad boy running and up to temperature after it's had a good couple of hours floating around the system, trying to break down this debris on the back of the radiator. But then we will go to isolating each rad, making sure it's flushed out correctly with cold water again before final fill up. Oh, that makes sense. This is just different to doing it from a power flush. A cold mains flush is similar to a furrow flush, although on a furrow flush you can alternate the direction, flow direction, so it attacks the radiator from both flows. Well, both flow and return. So whilst that's running on full chat, we'll get our commissioning sorted on the spoiler. Data protection right there. We get this all commissioned up, 2 jobs at once, because I'm only here until 12. I told this before, but before removing the case on these CDI contacts, check out the firm loop key, because if you don't, when this drops down, it snaps these crappy green clips. Bloody electricians. So the way the bypass works is, if ever all the radiators shut off, these 2 valves shut off, the boiler would have somewhere to still circulate to lose its heat. That operates at 3 bar, this one. You can set it by altering the heads. The FJC that I was talking about, that you seal around gas pipes going in through the wall. It's just a non-setting compound. I've actually run out now, but that's what you use for that. Not putting the inhibitor in just yet. This is unoccupied property. So when the underfloor heating's done and ready downstairs, bang the inhibitor in it then, and hopefully I get some more footage, especially with the thermal imaging camera. I'll see you then. So this one I've been called out to is my boiler won't shut off. So there's no hot outlets running in a minute, but when I flick on power to it, I've got a demand for hot water, and the flow switch there is illuminated. So this is going to be a stuck flow turbine or micro switch, whatever. Oh, is it? Not illuminated anymore, so it's stuck open. As you can see, the display, hot water's light has turned off. That was hard to get out. And that there focuses what we're going to be changing. Got to shut your cold water off to the boiler first. So I think this is a spare cartridge. I'll know when I take it out though, but either way it's got the power's off to the boiler. It can leave the water off to the boiler and go and pick one up. If you're not going to miss stock, pick it up tomorrow. I still need to take it out. I'm just hoping to God it comes out in one piece, because these have a habit of snapping inside the block, and then you need to replace the whole block, which isn't the end of the world, but definitely don't have one of them. I'd rather not have to do it. So I disconnect the cold inlet at the bottom. That's it. I just find it's less likely to snap inside with that open. 18mm ring spanner on this. I'll just give it a tap with the hammer to try and free it off. There's the new one against the old one. They have updated them slightly. Don't know what they've actually done, but apparently it's been updated. Grease them threads up and that O-ring on top before putting it back in. Make sure you click your little sensor back on top. Proper fiddly these. Just make sure you've got it fully home. Obviously change your fibre washer on that. Your water back on. And give it a test. So that was it. Flow turbine. Hall effects turbine. Can't remember what type of turbine it is. But I keep them as part of van stock, because if you turn up to something like that, I mean, it's took me what, 15 minutes. You want to just get in, change it, get out, get paid, and on to the next one. It's quite a common part, especially when I have quite a lot of Baxis around here. That is one of my installs from, I don't know, 11 years. I think it's 11 years old, 11 years ago. And I've serviced it every single year. But you can't account for things like that. She was talking about, we didn't know we better get a new boiler. Nah, they're bomb-proof, and they've not come much further other than an ERP pump since then. Next one.